My story starts how most boozy nights start out, with a low self-esteem. And I know what you're all thinking. You're probably looking at me and thinking, but you have it all, Jake. Nice. It's really nice. It's really kind. But as it turns out, this particular night, I just started singing You Guy from my work. Okay, so it was kind of like new. And you know when you're really feeling it? You know, you're like, fuck yes. And I was like, okay, I'm going to say something to him today so he knows that, like, he's the one. You know? So I look at him and I was like, this is during our lunch break, by the way. Yeah, Fred. Over the sandwiches. I was like, babe, I just want to say that I just think you're really elegant and you're like the sort of man I want to be. And I just think you're really cool. You know, expecting something back. And he looks at me and he's like, you're really special. And I was like, okay, special. And then in my head I think to myself, okay, it's because I'm getting old. I'm unfuckable because I'm getting old, you know? The hair on my head's kind of slightly thinning and kind of attaching itself to like my back, you know? So I've got the least amount of hair on my head I've ever had, but my arsehole's never been hairier. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, never. You look like you've got a hairy arsehole too, so you can connect on that. Kindred spirits. So I think to myself, what am I going to do? I'm going to go out, and I'm going to get wasted, and I'm going to fuck someone. Because that is how you do it, people. That is how you do it. And so I go out, and you know when you start drinking, with each drink, in your head, you become more and more fuckable to everybody. So I'm sitting there, you know, I'm pushing 30, I see a bunch of 18-year-olds, I'm thinking, fuck, I can party with them. Come on guys, body shots, woo! They're like, shouldn't you be watching Come Dine With Me or something? Fair enough. But then I look over and I see him, the silver fox, the sugar daddy of my dreams, the Richard Gere to my Julia Roberts. It's a beautiful thing. So I walk over, I'm thinking he is actually quite like Richard Gere. Like, he's actually a Richard Gere. And I walk over and I'm like, hey. He's like, hey, I'm like, this could work. He's like, yeah, it's gonna work. Let's go back to mine. I'm like, okay. From what happened there, you know, I'm thinking to myself, you know, he's probably in his, like, I don't know, late 60s. No, but he looks like he's in his late 60s. I can work with this. And I think to myself, come on, Jay, you can do this. Because you know, you get that moment of clarity, even in the biggest delusion, you know. One second I'm like, you know, I'm feeling like this is my night, you know. This is my moment, you know. And then all of a sudden, reality hits, and you're like, I'm about to fuck a 65-year-old. But I'm like, okay, I can do it. How hard can it be? How hard can it be? The answer is not very hard. Not very hard. Kind of like sucking a semi-defrosted chicken. Yeah, you know. But that's okay, because he looks like Richard Gere, people, so it's okay. And this is where the hangover sets in. Right. And the word hangover just reminds me of his balls hangover. There's many hangovers there. And I wake up. I do recall a blowjob happening, that's true. There was something about a swing, and there was other people around. Maybe some flashes, I don't know. But I wake up with my arm, his head over my arm, when I look at him. And that's when I realised he didn't look like Richard Gere. More like Danny DeVito. That's okay, I like Italian, so it's fine, we can work with this. And then I noticed that his skin kind of looks like the skin of my ball sack. Are you guys familiar with this sort of skin? It's kind of wrinkly, slightly hairy, and always kind of looks like it's perspiring a little bit. You know, old people. I think, okay, I've got to make an escape, so I make a run for it. And I've got work the next day, so I roll up to work thinking, okay, no one ever has to know about this, and we all have these people. We all have these people in our house. And I get to work, and then I feel a rumble in my tummy. Rumble in my tumble. And I think to myself, oh God, this isn't vomit. This is booze. People, this is booze. Are we all familiar with this? And let's just know, I'm going to be quick. I'm at work. Is anyone here a fan of shitting at work? No. None of us are. I walk in, it's like the Green Mile. I'm like... I sit down, I hear someone comes in, and, you know, it's like, and then all of a sudden it's like I'm like a Victorian woman on a fucking shoe recognition. You look for the shoes, and then I think, who looks for shoes when someone's shitting? And the answer is, I do. I do. I'm like, Jenny from accounts, they fucking said, bitch. Long story short, I let it out. I think I passed out for a second. Slept. Open the door, walk out. It's the guy I started dating who's been waiting for the fucking same bathroom. Like, you still think I'm special? And the best thing about that is it's true. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jake Howie!